different categories and fighting.
He's right, because if Rico done that with Joshua, they wouldn't be able to do. Because what people need to understand is, well, if he faced something like Anthony Joshua.
Difference is AJ punches much differently to Alexander Usyk, like not just in power, but speed and sharpness. And I just feel like Rico would not have been able to stand up to those shots early in the fight. Now listen, if it goes 4, 5, 6 rounds and Rico's still coming forward and he's holding you and his elbows in the face, and don't get me wrong, it starts to get tough, but I actually think the style of Rico was tailor-made for Anthony Joshua.
That would not be his strategies at all. So he's right with this thing. That performance against Joshua could work, but it worked effectively with Alexander Usyk. Yeah. But Alexander Usyk and Joshua are two different people. So the strategies are not the same. So they're back in me. There you go. If I'm involved, no, it'll be would be the best.
13th and final round, collaboration with Boxer and Lee. Peter Fury Unfiltered back. He's been on the move. He's done about 10,000 interviews. He's going to be hard, not asking questions. He's not being asked about 10,000.
I'm going to ask him different questions.
What you got to ask him, Jake?
I know, Peter. Now you come back. What have you been doing with yourself? I mean, obviously, enjoy yourself with your family, your wife, one seen for a long time. So, what have you been doing for yourself? Apart from boxing.
Away from boxing, what you been doing?
Well, I know, I come back from Egypt. I think the following Monday we was in here, getting Matty ready and James Dean. So, yeah.
When's James Dean out now?
8th of August.
Leeds. That's my birthday.
Is it Leeds one?
Leeds.
No, Saturday.
Yeah.
My apartment to the
Stone still
floor is falling to walk.
You'll definitely be going on. No traffic stopping you.
Then for my birthday, Lovely 51, catching you up.
They don't look the Devil Stadium.
Yeah,
Crazy years ago.
yeah, that and crazy.
You're in the 50s club now.
Yes, I am with you, man. I'm with you. All right.
I'm ready there.
No, you got to let your boy, man.
Listen, I wanted to ask you though, because we were talking before about the pyramids. Now you've seen them, what do you think?
I thought it was exceptional. You can look at it from a distance.
Good.
You don't get the appreciation. But when you're up and you see them up close, it's something else.
Yes.
Really, really nice.
You don't realise how big they are, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Big, aren't they?
Very big.
Do you know when you look at them, like, you imagine yourself like in the Bible and everything, like you've seen a pyramid. What is it like? What's the feeling like when you're around the pyramids? You feel something from them.
It definitely is surreal something there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see that Sphinx as well, and what they done. And we had a tour there, and I was explaining it. I mean, you look back 4,000 years ago, and you see even where they put the marble in the floor, where it was illuminated, so in the light and the stars from the wing, the light, you look at the floor like a fluorescent light.
Can you imagine how they built that pyramid?
No.
Can you work it out? They won't tell you how they put it.
They said the smallest stone was 4 tons and the biggest was up to 20.
Yeah, but put it up there and stacked them up.
It is something like that. It took them like 200 years to get the rocks up there for the other part.
Well, that guy, he told us it took 30 years to move the stones in situ, or 20 years to erect it. So it's 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just the dimensions of them. That's where it's aligning with stars and stuff.
exactly it. Even architects now.
That's what I'm saying. They can't build a pyramid that precise. You know what I mean?
No, an amazing thing. Obviously, that's where Moses led the Hebrews out of Egypt and stuff like this. It's got a lot of biblical history there.
Yes, look.
Very religious, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know, look, in fighting, we're all busy, you know, our minds on one thing. But it was nice to also take a step back and have a look.
Proved it. And there's
Well,
some of the local food.
to be honest, no, I just stayed in the hotel and at that. And I never really went out from the hotel. I went to the new museum, Egyptian museum. That's where they had the press conference every week.
Yeah.
So I seen that. I went back there, and the pyramids.
Well,
And that was enough for me. I enjoyed it because in fight you can't really do anything.
listen, how's Rico doing? Talked to him since.
Yeah, I've talked to Rico once or twice. He's good. I think he's having a break. I spoke to him recently.
Deserves it, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's. I haven't discussed anything with him after the fight. There's not no plans, nothing. And so he's got his team there. They'll be discussing whenever they do.
He just needs to enjoy his life a little bit. I think he went to war, didn't he? He just needs to enjoy his life, enjoy his family.
I'm sure he does. He's got a nice family, got good people around him, so he will be.
Good setup as well.
Yeah.
I think
What do you think Usyk should do next?
Well, that's a good question because I think it's easier said than done. A lot of people will be looking how Rico's going about it and thinking, right, they know how to beat him. So he's going to get a lot more fighters trying to push him back and trying to come in, so they'll look at them tactics and try and emulate them to a certain degree. Whether they say they don't and lying, that's what they will do.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I don't know. I think he's coming up 40, isn't he?
Yeah.
So,
Not 38, sorry. Yeah.
me personally, I'd like to see him retire as an undisputed heavyweight champion.
Yeah, I think he's had too many fights. When you box and you train and knows, right, you've had too many fights. Really times out and just not
To be honest with you, I'm not going to agree with that. No, I'll tell you why. He's had 24 or 25 per fight, which is not that many. He had a lot of amateurs. But I'm just going on his achievements and his age, where he is, and does he need to keep going?
He's done too much.
Can he keep going? Yeah. Am I looking at that fight and saying, no, I'm not looking at that at all. Rico's a monster. Because Rico can do that, doesn't mean it's anybody else can. Rico is 50 times better than people thought, and he'll give any heavyweight in the world fits, no matter who it is. So it's just the tactics he used for that particular fight. What I'm saying is that's not my reasons. My reasons to see him retire is because what I said, his age, does he really need to do it? I think he loves boxing. He likes showing people and teaching people. Move over to that side.
Yeah, well, they're doing well with Joshua, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think when Joshua fights again, we'll see a different Joshua altogether because he's involved in it.
Well, you can see in Joshua in the week himself, obviously, that's what I'm doing. And being confident, now confident, yeah.
Exactly. And they'll definitely bring out the best in him. So there's that side of it as well with him. So I just think that, and I think he's going to fight again. And again, I'm not just saying it because he's probably better than rematching Rico again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You've got to pursue your desire, don't you? At the end of the day, coming to sport.
But he's got nothing to prove, so...
Exactly, it's one of the things. Financial secure, right?
Yeah.
So then you've got to ask yourself the question, I've got a
Anything
lovely
else?
kids, I've got a lovely wife, I've got a lovely family. What is the motivation to keep you well and stuff? Only you can answer that thing.
I think the motivation is now is with Anthony Joshua. That's the motivation to make him world champion. To have achieved that. Yeah, I think it's moving to that.
Because there's a lot for him outside of actually doing it himself. Still can be heavily involved
Mental.
in the sport.
But he'll answer that the question himself, you know what I mean?
Exactly, they're going to do what they're going to do. You're asking my opinion, what I think he should.
Yeah. Exactly. Listen, I don't know if you heard Eddie. Did you hear that Eddie said yesterday about Rico?
No, what did he say? Go on.
He said that the tactics that were used on Rico won't work on Anthony Joshua because he's a different
Well,
fighter.
the tactics used on Usyk,
Usyk, sorry.
He's right.
I mean,
I agree.
different fighter, right?
Fine.
he's right, because if Rico done that with Joshua, he wouldn't be able to do that. Because what people need to understand is, if he faced something like Anthony Joshua, that would not be his strategies at all. So he's right with us saying that performance against Joshua couldn't work, but it worked effectively with Alexander Usyk.
Yeah.
But Alexander Usyk and Joshua are two different people, so the strategies are not the same.
So that's what training's for anyway, to work out the fight anyway.
So what he's looking at is true. Yeah, you couldn't walk into Joshua. He's a powerhouse. He hit you in the forehead and put you to sleep. Sorry. Different fights, isn't it?
It's true.
Everybody's different.
Yeah, it's that same.
But that doesn't make Joshua a better fighter than Usyk.
No.
Obviously, he dropped two losses there. So what I'm saying is, every style,
Make fights
and you've got to train the fighter
to that
to
specific
whatever style you're dealing with. But if that style was against Joshua, he's in the end right.
You need to put
But he wouldn't be doing that, would he?
well, it's so different. But so they fucking
Yeah, there you go. If fucking had time involved, no, it would be different.
Yeah.
It would be different.
But listen, I've got to say, I've seen.
So we'll agree to disagree on this one. That's right, isn't it?
Again, disagree. Listen, I think of all the people that have been outside of Jordan, you had to handle, I don't want to say handle them the best, but you definitely yourself around it.
I was myself.
Yourself.
I'm always myself.
I know, but a lot of people change.
Why then?
A lot of people, they're hesitant to stay up because they think he's going to jump on them, he's going to exploit something.
You know what?
You don't care.
I've not watched him back. I don't know if he had a camera on me or anything, but a lot of stuff he was saying, like he'd put like these few comments in, I found them very funny.
You were laughing. You laughed.
That's what I'm saying. So he was making me laugh, to be honest with you. I didn't see any wrong in it.
Yeah.
But he was comical.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it, to be fair. I thought it was very humorous. I can't think of the words he used, but he used something. He wasn't talking to me. I think he was talking to Paul and Spencer.
Yeah.
And he was saying a few things, and when he set off, there was a few things coming there.
Yeah.
Just comical, really. It was funny.
Yeah. But most people bite you, just laugh at first. And he uses these big words, and sometimes I think, where's my thesaurus? Because
You know, we done a Zoom thing, and he was going on at me about being sensitive.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, he made me laugh again, because obviously I'm not sensitive. But I wasn't really sure if I started. I'm trying to get some questions off him to answer me back with. To just go back and say you said to him, which was comical again, wasn't it?
Well, I obviously don't know.
Yeah.
Listen, I got no problem. I met him. Actually, I met him for the second time as I went down there, because when Rico was in the studios, I was there, and I just come in and shook his hand and stuff. So that's the second time.
Yeah, but
I felt I'm all right. He was not published.
It was interesting. He got to Wild and they got struck a Wild. They pushed it. But
Oh, he wound him up, didn't he? Pretty sorry, man.
you just need to be. That's why I always text from you. Like, be yourself. Because you can't be so unnecessary. And
The change in the film camera.
Well, you've got to be able to take a little bit of self-criticism as well. And well, not everybody's cup of tea, are we? Because if it was, we'd all be going in the same direction. So if somebody's got something to say, don't put your back at the ear. It's only words. Everybody's got an opinion, haven't they?
what do you say if things are like what?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I think that's the.
Yeah, that's not my say. Somebody else said.
Yeah, but you were the first person I heard say that.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, really, everybody's got one.
You shouldn't let it bother you because it's just your opinion, isn't it? Don't need it.
Exactly, everybody's got an opinion, whether it's for you or against you. Experience should tell you, maybe they've got a point. But look, people on the outside, they can say and do whatever they like. As long as you know, that's all that matters.
and the truth, Steve.
Listen, we're going to check out.
Are we checking out already?
Short, screen.
I know.
We've got the.
Thanks for inviting us up there.
Pleasure, darling. It's a pleasure.
Early, we start come early, but we made it. Innit?
Yeah, traffic's terrible.
Traffic's like Wednesday.
Set up at 7:50 to Mr. Rowe.
If you want to ask any more questions, you can.
No, I'm fine with that.
Perfect. Fine.
I'm fine with it because he's asked about.
Ask him, how's God with you right now? Seeing he's come back from Egypt. How's God? How deep are you and with God? I feel blessed every day anyway. before and after enduring.
Yeah.
So that's it.
And he went to God's land and he went, well, where Jesus would. You know, it's very nice, I say.
Oh, you should go to Israel. Like, you're into Israel.
Never
Go
told.
to the Holy Pilgrimage.
I don't fancy it anymore.
No.
Well,
You see what you want to see in it in Egypt.
No, I don't fancy it anymore. You know what they're doing to these people. I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
and I get that. I get that.
I know. I'm sure there's a lot of very nice people, Jewish people, what at government. Not interested.
Yeah.
Like the American people. I don't want time for the American people. Look, we're all the same.
Yeah.
Get where we come from.
Yeah.
Americans, whatever. We're all the same anyway. There's a pity that they never looked at it like that as well.
No one should treat a real person better than himself. So everyone should be, you know, all beliefs.
That you can say.
Well, they're the same.
Well, you'd think that, wouldn't you?
Well, you believe different on it.
They don't believe clearly.
I don't know, like we. Might be.
Listen, I'm going to check out. Guys, if you like it,
Start subscribing. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
13th.
13th and the final round.
13th and final round.
13th final round.
Hit the comment.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscription button.